Hello, everybody. This is Luke Gurdon for EDL 851, developing a collaborative school environment or school culture. I decided to use this thing called Pear Deck right here. I don't know if anyone's familiar with it, but it's a Google Doc add-on that I like mostly because when I am listening to a presentation or I'm giving a presentation, I like to have the interactive piece. So that is why I decided to use this. And obviously, this is I'm supposed to be acting like I'm giving a presentation as a principal. So during the presentation, I kind of say what people are supposed to be doing for certain slides. Developing a collaborative professional culture. All right. So, welcome everybody. This is Developing a Collaborative Professional Culture, and we're looking at the professional culture of our school environment today. So first off, I want to ask everybody a question. So go ahead and type in your responses, and we will look at them in a second. The first question being, what is a collaborative culture? What is it to you? Like, what does it mean? What is a collaborative culture in your own words before we have our presentation? And why do you think it is important for a school setting? At this time, I'll give them a few minutes, and we would, all the answers would be that they type in would be posted onto the main screen that I am presenting from, and they can that we can go over to get a general idea of what the collaborative culture is. So what is it? So I was going to say that the collaborative culture is one where collaboration is regular and deliberate in an environment. Collaboration doesn't just occur if someone happens to initiate it. Instead, it's baked into the process of how people do their work every day and into the attitudes they take about that work. There's one thing about collaborative culture that a lot of people don't understand, is it's not just we learn about it and do it one day or we just collaborate, but it is like it says, it is baked into how people operate every single day in their environment or where they're working. And the reason this picture here, I think I've talked about it before, but this picture here, I really like what people talk about when they say that everyone's just a piece of a puzzle. When we collaborate, we are all bringing something to the table that nobody else has. So that is why we're just a piece. So first, let's look at what a lot of school cultures are like. Generally, there are 6. The first one being toxic. Everybody knows what toxic means, but I will say one thing that is unfortunate, but nobody likes to gossip about good things. Nobody likes to gossip about anything positive. If you hear gossip, it's always negative, so people can get that prejudice into their head about where they're at and who they are talking about or what they are talking about. It's fragmented. These are operating with closed doors. This is kind of relating to where I'm at, where this school is. A lot of people are kind of set in their ways, but also it's a smaller school. This is a smaller school, so everyone's sort of in their own. They have their own roles, and they all really one teacher per subject. So nobody's collaborating about things to improve, especially younger teachers or just all around. So, balkanized is a collaboration only occurs among like-minded staff. Collegial, there's no one challenges each other. Comfortable collaboration, hesitation to voice disagreements. And then the last one is the collaborative school culture, which is what we want to get to. It is where we have many people from different backgrounds, all collaborating, not afraid to disagree with one another, open door, and there are not a lot of gossip. And one of the quotes here that we must understand is until we reach that last one there, we cannot reach maximum student achievement. And that is what we are all in this profession for. That is why we are all in this profession, and just for the children, because we all love kids. So if we cannot fix and improve our culture to make it more collaborative for the benefit of students, then we are failing them. There's another question. So what are some ways we're already encouraging our staff to reach this? So please type in your response, and we'll go over them in just a second. At this time, I'll just sort of encourage the people I'm presenting to the board to really think about what they are doing, because a lot of them, if they're hands-on, hands-off, what are they doing to encourage teachers outside of this to get together and collaborate, and what are they doing to try to change the culture of their school? So here's some tips for rewiring our school. So frequent discussion school mission, vision, and beliefs. We need to bring it up. We don't talk about it a whole lot. It was redone many years ago, and other than every once in a while we'll see in the board notes, we need to be talking about it more. We need to have some shared goal settings that are achievable among the staff. I don't care if it's everybody working together to achieve one thing, if it has to do with a student or for curriculum changes or anything, as long as we are providing the opportunities for them to work together. Peer coaching, distribute leadership goals that everyone can work towards. Encourage coherence, principles providing direction. We must provide direction and coherence in decision making, giving them the opportunities to lead things coherently, to giving, like I talked about number 4, distributing leadership, giving them opportunities to be able to lead the way, and building towards school capacity. So just making sure any resources are available if they need these, any resources that are available when they are making these decisions. Something we must do. We must commit to growth and development. The involvement in professional learning cultures, commitment to developing professionally and personally. Effective language teachers are lifelong learners. Commit to professional learning. You must develop awareness of practices and processes of teaching and learning, understand ideas and experiences to build on the process and improve oneself professionally and personally. You must commit to building a professional learning culture. Learn in diverse contexts. And everybody teaching, learning, student learning, and commit on community learning. Understand that professional learning happens in a variety of different ways. The big thing I want to go back on with the community learning is I talk about in my reflection, I talk about how we must understand that the school is a centerpiece, and whatever we do, positive or negative, it's a ripple effect into the kids, into the teachers, and out into the community. So we must learn with their thing. We must, in that diverse context, we must understand the community learning aspect of it in order to bring that into the school and let it go out at a more positive way. So collaborate for professional learning culture, dialogue with others, students, peers, mentors, and professional network. We talk about schools and what generally culture is like. The one where we operate with closed doors, that goes for school too. How much is the school in general getting out in the community and making an impact? This is a good quote. So collaboration builds teaching trust and expertise and enables schools to implement changes in instruction with greater ease and comfort. There's a few ways to foster collaboration. Collaboration, curriculum redesign, teacher-led professional training, collaborating across curriculum areas. These three that I listed are very important. But one thing I do want to say and add to this is the fact that we need to understand that a level of comfortability must be approached when it comes to the staff and the overall culture. I think things such as just things outside of the school, getting together for whatever reason, going bowling, having a few drinks, whatever it is very important. For staff to just be more comfortable with each other. And once they do that, they're able to do these three things with more ease as far as a collaboration as a whole. Talk to one person next to you. And what are some ways we can create a collaborative culture starting tomorrow? At this time, I'd give them a chance to talk, converse. Talk about what are just some easy things we can do that would start this collaborative culture, and then as we start with little things that can slowly progress as the year goes on to a lot bigger ideas and a lot bigger things to do. Here's my standard correlation, relevance, and my reflection, and my references. You all have a wonderful day.